All right, welcome everybody to our second game of the weekend, or against Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Storm. Omaha will be in the white for this one. All right, again, Omaha's white, Las Vegas in black, and we'll start out here with Everly, Eloise, and Elena up front, Bristol and Kinsey in defense. Looks like we have Isabel back. There you go, got it out of there. Emerson has a little bit of a run with it. Keeps it down there. Gretchen gets it. Shoots towards the middle. Emerson changes directions with it a little bit. Then Vegas has about 30 seconds left in the penalty. Now they got it down the ice here. They got to race for it. See Isabel. Hopefully she covers that up. She scoops it up with a glove. No, she swatted off to the side. Okay. There we go. Off the post and into the... Again, sorry about the streaming. Hopefully it's coming in okay. Again, the Wi-Fi is good except for these little blip moments that'll go out. So, all right, now we got, what do we got in there? I didn't even see. Rose up there. Rose, Ellie, Olivia, and EJ in there. Kill. Their hard shot over Isabel and the nets. Goes over everything. They got it back here. Go up. So, there we go. Caitlin comes in. End of the penalty kill. You gotta go get it, girls. Are not that penalty kill. There you go. Go to her. We're paying penalty kills. The penalty kill time. That bouncer didn't quite get in that. Jeez, that was close. I must have went underneath Isabel's legs. I don't think we realized the penalty was done there. All right, now we got Caitlin. All right, no idea where the streaming's going here. We had an offensive zone for a little while. Now we're back on our defensive side. Bristol's got it there trying to dig it away. Girl slashing her in her hands there. Kinsey gets it back over towards Everly. Runs the defensive end. They get it back the other way. So Bristol has it. If she could get it to somebody off the wall. Well, Vegas sets it right in the middle there. Get a hard shot. Isabel catch. All right, well, it comes Gretchen and Jaden on defense, Pippa, Emerson, and Rain on the front line. Pippa kind of gets that. She changes to get down. Vegas kind of pushes out. Then Emerson gets a good check there, and that'll be a penalty. So back to the penalty kill mode. So, more penalty kill time here. So, we'll have Pippa, Gretchen, Rain, Jane, basically the same crew out here, minus Emerson for the start of the penalty kill. Vegas gets their power play team in there. He just pops it around. There you go, get away from there. See if Gretchen can get this and get out of the zone here. Got caught. Got her skates there. Rain. Nope, can't quite get it out of there. Jane gets this. She's all skated out. It's back to the way, but can't get it around the wall. All right, Vegas gets out of there, and now we got two girls down on the penalty kill. We got two, and another girl down. Isabel just keeps that out of there. Or cover that up if you get a chance. Okay, we got that out of there. That's a close one. Get it out of there. Okay, Rain got it out of there, and that should be outside. But okay, we're still going to. That was a check. That was each other there. All right, maybe it happens again. About 5 seconds left of this penalty. And right in the net. They scored that one. Trying to poke that puck off their stick, and no luck. They keep on going through us. So 1-0 Vegas. Hopefully we can stop with the penalties now. And now we have Olivia, Rose, and Caitlin up front here with EJ and Ellie back on defense. Right, get back to Ellie. Ellie shoots it back the other way. We're going to get icing right away. The face-off gets popped back to the defense for Vegas. They throw it right down the middle. And Isabel's able to stop that through all the screen in front of her. Same group out there. Caitlin gets it down nice out of the zone. Vegas passes it around. Nice centering pass. Again, our defense comes up to challenge them, but then we kind of miss the puck. Get careful doing that. They get... The puck was bouncing around and popcorning around right around the crease there, and it bounces in. And 2-0 Vegas. 8:09 to go in the first period. Now we have Eloise, Everly, and Elaine up front. Well, Black gets it, takes it hard. Again, we're trying to reach for it, and Vegas pops it in there. Deeper again. All right, see Eleni get this one, gets it out of the zone. Now we'll race for it here. Black just gets to it there. And then we get down there because he throws it to the far side. And they get it out of the zone. Kinsey should be able to control this here. It's a shot on net. Gets a chance to get a line change out here. On comes EJ and Ellie. Defense, Olivia, Rose, and Caitlin's still out there. EJ gets aggressive, gets it out of there. But she's still there. Where's our teammates on offense? Go help her out. We're not going very hard here. We're kind of stingily going. EJ's the defensive end, getting on the good forecheck there. Ellie's the one back on defense now. There's their other. They send it back up there. And then they get their players come off the bench and catch it right away. Gets out of the zone. Vegas back the other way again quickly. Ellie back picks that, switches down nice. On is Elena and Olivia there. No icing they call. Got a few fresh legs out here. They call icing. They're waiting for it to get all the way down there. I see they're waiting for somebody to skate down there for it. All right. Everly and Elena up front. Bristol and Kinsey back on defense again. Vegas kicks over to Elena, kicks it towards the behind the net there. See if we can get to it. Nope, Kinsey gets it. Shoots across the middle, deflection, but it was deflection away from the net. Elena gets it back behind the net there. Elena has it there. See if their offense go and help her out. Good to it. Another shot. Couldn't quite pull the trigger on that one there. Here we go. They're also back now. They're coming hard. There, Bristol and Elena able to sandwich her there and stop that run. Here, a quick line change here. In comes Emerson, Pippa, and Rain back on ice. There you go. We got all 5 girls right here. Or they got, there's Puck. All right, make it away. Kinsey gets it, a little space here. Can we spread out? She kicks it. Kinsey can get going with it now. Gets it going the right direction, but he can't really get a hold of it. Now behind their net. And the Vegas Pal got a offense. They got a player right behind us there. Hopefully Kinsey's trying to catch up, get screened there. That was interference. That was interference. They interfered Kinsey there. Won't let her get down there. I don't know if anybody knows more hockey there, but I think, I don't know, maybe they're okay to do that. But, all right, now we have Rose, Olivia, and Caitlin in here. Gina and Gretchen back on defense. Vegas is coming in hard again. They're able to push it off to the side. Now Rose gets to it. Got to pass it. And back to our net. And Isabel covers that up. 2 minutes to first period. There, he kicked it out of there. Under 30 seconds left to go. First period. Trying to get a little shift change here. On ice comes Pippa and Rain. Bristol and Kinsey on defense here. Bristol or Kinsey should get to this one. Taking a hard shot, goes over everything. Under actually the end of the first period. End of the first period, it's 3-0 Vegas. All right, start second period here. I just switched my Wi-Fi off. We'll see if that works better for this second period. Got Isabel goes, it takes a right side goal here. And out we have Pippa, Emerson, and Rain up front. Kinsey and Bristol on defense. Kinsey around the net, tries to get up, that gets cut off by Vegas there. Black, get her going the other way. Oh, there, a little punch to cut that off. Emerson does. Are we going to call her? We get another penalty, Emerson, I guess. All right, Vegas can't skate her skates very well, so it gets a penalty on us there, Emerson. So now will be penalty kill time here. Kinsey and Pippa out there. Also Elena. Elena's out there in the penalty kill again. And Bristol. And they get a hard shot. Goes right. Couldn't cover it up. Blocked it, but right, face off. Kinsey so he had a moment. Now he get a point blank shot and it goes right in net. All right, so now we're going to be with Caitlin, Olivia, and shot. There's all blocks that couldn't quite get on top of it, then they shoot it in the rebound. There's a couple of quick goals there. 2 goals scored within a minute of the second period there. Ooh, that's a hard one. I think that went off the post or the side of the net. We're getting trapped in our defensive zone a long time again here. Yeah. So you get it, we can't do anything. Right there, and they poke it in. Yeah, that was a long defensive zone shift there. 5-0, Vegas. All right, now we have Elena, Eloise, and Everly up front. Ellie and EJ back on defense. We get the face out there. Everly kicks it back to Ellie, kicks it up the middle. Eloise has it for a moment. It kind of gets, Vegas gets to it though. A little skirmish there, and now we're going back the other way again. Right off Isabel. There we get it out of there. Ellie couldn't quite get it all the way out of the zone. Now we're back the other way. Now 1-on-none here, and that's a wide open net. We got to pass. In fact, we can't skate everywhere. We got to pass it. 6-0. All right, now is Emerson, Pippa, and Rain up front. Ellie and EJ still on defense. He's back to Ellie there. She gets up to Pippa. It's like 10 feet away from her. Pass it back. EJ gets up the ice. Hard one, misses the net. EJ gets to it. Popcorns it up for his Emerson. Emerson gets it out of the zone, pushes it down the ice. Emerson has a little race for it. You got Pippa right in the middle there. See, I couldn't quite get a hold of it though. Now we're going the other way. Vegas passes it nicely back and forth to each other, crossing different sides of the ice. And we catch up there. Pippa blocks that one. Clear the zone for a moment. Back swings it around. Nice cross ice passing. On the ice comes Rose for us. And right in the middle there, over the net and over everything. We have 4 girls standing in front of our own net. The block it there. Pippa gets a hold of that one and knocks it out of the zone. Got a little race for it. Now we got two girls way behind our defense. We're trying to make a shift change, and they end up with a 3-on-none. Pippa tries to get a catch up. Isabel's able to block that one. All right, get some change here. We have Rose, Pippa, and Caitlin out there. Bristol and Kinsey back on defense. They're making that defensive change here right when that happened. Oh, right in Isabel, but she couldn't hold on to it, and then misses the net. Ian Ice is getting tilted again. They're getting right in front of our net, point blank range. They missed. They waved on their shot chance. They're get away that one. Caitlin gets it. Tries to skate with it. Got numbers. We can get going. Nice little pass to Pippa there. Take it in. And now we're going the other way. We're going to go to the race. Kinsey's going to have to try to get down there. Kinsey stops one. Needs somebody else to help her out. Still going this way. Nice pass. And in the net. All right, back to where we were this morning. 8-0. They must not do a running clock until the third period, though. All right, Eloise, Everly, and Elena back up front. Jaden and Gretchen on defense. All right, we kind of get it going our way. Eloise tries to get it up towards Elena. A little pressure there. Right to the middle, right towards their net. And then they get a hold of it. Now they get past us. Now we're at Gretchen, last line of defense here. They get around her. And that's right in the net. Another breakaway score. All right, Vegas is going another way again. Got to slap that out of there. Looks like went into our zone. See a little offensive pressure going here. Long shot, that is on goal. I think goalie covers that one up. Level break here. 8:30 to go in the second period. Now comes Emerson, Pippa, and Rain. Jaden and Gretchen back on defense. That was a hard one against the wall there. There's a high stick, and they let that go, I guess. I don't know how that works. And right to the front of the net again. Hard blink. And Isabel's able to glove that one. And then they whack at her with her stick after she gloves it. All right, on the ice comes Caitlin, Olivia, EJ, Ellie, and Elena's coming out here. Looks like our line is off a little bit. Referee dropped the puck before we were all set there. All right, Vegas gets that back. Their defense, they pass it around. On net, I think they hit the leg pad with Isabel. And that went in. 10-0. 7 minutes to go in the second period. All right, got a little offensive time here. Kind of right next to each other, so we passed it away from each other, and now we're going the other way. Shot goes over everything. 76 is can't get it through all the bodies there. They're gonna cycle it around again here. I guess not. Behind the net there. They just hold that in. There they fumbled it out of the zone. We got it here. We kind of pass it back to him here. Then Caitlin steals that. Then Olivia fell down. They're gonna let that go. Looks like. Like a blue whistle, offsides. I didn't hear a whistle, but they stopped it. Must have called the offside. All right, Rose, Eloise, and Everly up front. Kinsey and Bristol back on defense. Black dubs it back into our defensive side. Kinsey gets to it, whips around the boards, out of the zone. no icing. Get a little forecheck going here. Yeah, get it out to our defense players so we can clear the zone and control it here a little bit. Nope. Kinsey tried to pass it up, but ended up going right to the defensive player in front of her, and then Isabel will cover it up. Always kind of got the face off. His referee gets it at the Kinsey. Kinsey whips it around the boards, and the defense is going to get it for Black. And Isabel catches that one. All right, now we got Pippa, Rain, and Emerson back in there. Emerson blocks that pass, gets it, dumps it out of there. And Black takes it out. A little pass across the ice. They're going to say Rain got off there. Black gets it back. Back here to Kinsey. What's Kinsey going to do with it? Gets it around the ice. Black's kind of bunched up there. But so are we, I guess. I don't know. Emerson swinging back the other way here. All right, Rain gets this. Again, just kind of blindly threw it down the ice, and Black gets it going the other way again here. The entire, we got another period to play after this one. Somebody will help her out. Got it stuck against the wall there. There we get it out. See if Pippa can get to it and get it out somewhere. All right, Bristol gets to it. It's around here to Rain's area. Back to Black. Okay, Pippa gets it. He's able to skate with a little bit. Kinsey gets it. Shoots it down, all the way down here. Right on goal. They're gonna play it. That's a long pause. All right, we got gives a chance for a line change. Olivia's out there with Rain, and got Elena back in the game here. Elena and Olivia. Gretchen's back on the ice, and Caitlin's back on the ice. Here we get down there. Caitlin's trying to race for it. Just about gets there for it. And now going the other way again here. All right. Where are we at here? Another hard one. Where's that at? Bouncing around in front of our net. That's a dangerous spot. Cover that up. Still right there in front of the net. Is laying there. I think it finally got. No, it went in the net. Goal number 11. All right, in comes Eloise, Rose, and Everly. Gretchen and Jaden are in defense. Help her out, girls! Got a face out there, need a wing. Rose comes and gets it. She loses it right at the blue line. And now we're down for the count. I always tell she's trying to hold the people up there, and then we need somebody to come and grab that puck away. Rose gets up, gets her battle off the ice. And they're going to need a replacement. Here comes Elena. Elena always Everly up front again. Gretchen Jaden on defense. Face off. Gets poked. Oh, and always gets it going a little farther down the offensive side here. Okay, gets screened off. Now we're going the other way hard. Blast coming out hard. Gets past one defense. Jaden's last one there. Goes right by her. Hard shot goes right in the net. Our defense needs to start skating back faster than that. These girls are a little quicker than what we're used to back home. All right. New defense crew, EJ and Ellie come in on defense to have Elena, Eloise, and Everly back here on the front line. Gets locked up again there at center position. Everly comes in there and takes it down, and then loses it there, and then back out of the zone. Ellie comes and gets it. Oh boy, now they got another girl back there. Oh, good. EJ blocked that pass. That was nice because that was going to a girl who was all by herself, and then they swing it around to her. This will move there. Well, they're able to poke it off them. Everly has it. Skates it out of the zone. Then Black has it back again. Well, EJ gets it taken away from behind her. That was off the top of the net. Yeah, some girls have been out there a long time now. You can tell people are dying out there. Ice it. Get ice it or something. There you go. We need to get a shift change going here. All right. 42 seconds left in the second period. On the ice comes Pippa, Emerson, Rain, Kinsey and Bristol. All right, Emerson ends up with this one off the face-off, takes it down. Got 2-on-1 here. Or Pippa. Shot goes over the net. So he has one there. If we could think the Pippa is open on the other side, the open, wide open net. But we get a good pressure there. And then Pippa steals that one away, gets it back to our offensive side. See if we can try to put a little pressure on him. Got nothing to lose now. Might as well be aggressive. Now we're going the other way here. Ends up being a shot on net. That should do the period here. There we go. And 2. 12-0. All right, third period here. Isabel takes our left-hand goal. So we're going to have Olivia, Caitlin, and who's with them? I think it was Rose before. Is Rose okay? So we'll have 4 on the ice. Jeez. Wake up, girls, at a penalty there. Not penalty, period break, and we couldn't get all the girls out there. All right, Kinsey and Bristol on defense. Olivia, Rose, and Caitlin up on the front line. Vegas takes it behind our net. Bristol tries to get it away. There you go. She gets it away. Gets it over towards Caitlin. Oh, couldn't quite get it going there. Defense pops it back in. So there we go. They're going to call that. Yes. All right, we had one of those kind of checks. And we pitched them against the wall. I don't know if that really, but they called it on us, so I'm glad they called it on them. All right. And yes, we do have a running clock. 14 minutes to go here. All right, now we got too many girls out there. All right. Jeez. Now Pippa, Olivia, Ellie up front, EJ and Kinsey back on defense. So EJ backhanded it towards where I think she thought Kinsey was. And now we're back playing defensive mode again. And that went in the net, I think. Backhander on the penalty kill. Or a shorthanded goal. And the running clock. That might end the penalty here by the time we drop this one again. All right, there we go again. They get wrapped face off, make it right in. Goes through everybody. We had all of our girls right there in front of the net. And that somehow got out to their defense. Another shorthanded goal. That's 2 quick shorthanded goals here. 20 seconds to go in the penalty. Again, it'll probably be done with by the time we get to this drop off. All right, Eloise, Everly, and Lane up front. Jaden and Gretchen on defense. Penalties down to 0, so by the time they drop this, then their player will come back off the ice. And they're kind of not thinking about it. They might as well play with 4 for a while, why not? There, they finally figured it out. They got out there, so it's even strength again. Gretchen's able to take that one away. Other side of the ice, sees Everly tries to get there. Oh, Black snuck right in front of her. I got another shot right for the net. I don't know if we can get that away from them. I think Isabel grabbed it. There we go. Elise pops that forward. Defense shoots it back again and see if Jaden should get this off the wall. Try to get up the ice. There's a girl right there to cut off that pass, and they shoot it off the wall behind the net. Our wing gets it down the other side, but there's no wing there to get it out of there. Gretchen gets it, see if we can get some movement going forward here. Elena has some people across the middle. We just lost it. Gotta pass the puck. 14-0. In comes Pippa, Rain, and Emerson up front. Jaden and Gretchen back on defense. They get it off the face. Oh, Emerson puts a little fight in for it there. They get back here. Jaden has it. Tries to take along the wall, runs into a crowd. Back again behind our red line. Gretchen's going to get to it. Pass doesn't make it to Rain. They're coming back the other way again. Pass it around nicely. Trying to get caught chasing the puck and not cutting it off. Emerson gets it, pokes it back to their defense. We're following the puck, not really anticipating where it's going to go. So they gotta get it, is playing it, ice it. We gotta ice it or something. All right, again, long time out here in defense. They're just passing around now. I think they're probably trying not to shoot now. Just passing. And we're following the puck. There, Pippa has it. See what she can do with it. Under 9 minutes to go. Emerson gets it out of the zone. Pippa keeps a little pressure on him. We have a little chance for shift change. In comes Caitlin and EJ. We got offsides there. About down to 8 minutes by the time they drop this one. All right, And is Olivia, Rose, and Caitlin. Defense is EJ and Ellie. Olivia gets that one there off face off. Couldn't quite make that last move. Ellie comes, pokes it down our side again here. Nope. Oh boy, they get it and put the way over there. Hard shot, misses the net. Saw some kind of trip there. I don't know. All right, back on defensive action again. Ice is tilted heavy to the left here. Oh, Caitlin gets it out of the zone. Black is offsides. Now 7 minutes to go. Back on the ice, Eloise, Everly, and Elena. EJ and Ellie on defense. Always cut that right in the gut. Almost got a high stick from the face there. There you go. Ellie gets it. Tries to pass across the middle behind Eloise, though, and Black's got it again. I think Isabel covered that one up. All right. Kinsey and Bristol coming out here also. Emerson, Pippa, and Rain on the front line. And Isabel catches that one right in the bed basket. Nice pass around there. Now right in the net. I think they got 4 girls on the team to touch that puck. Same crew out there. Rain, Pippa, Emerson, Bristol, and Kinsey on defense. And we're following the puck. Somebody cut her off. Oh, there we go. She gets it back anyways. I don't know. We got it away from her, and then they shot it in the goal. All right, now it looks like we'll have Caitlin, Olivia, and Rose up front. Kinsey and Bristol staying on defense. Under 4 minutes to go. These are the kind of things that national broadcasters, I feel bad for them. They have to come up with some weird stories to talk about to pass the time on the blowouts. I don't have any weird background stories on any of the girls. All right. Trying to get it. No, Black holds it in. Right back to our goal. They go cover that up. Well, they're going to wait for a shot. All right, she blocked it, and we ran into each other. We got all girls. Everybody ran into Rose trying to get that out of there. And all right. You know, our wings get kind of stuck down behind the front of the net there, and the defense there. Rose gets it, skates with a little bit here. Dumps it down the ice. There we go, behind their net. Now back the other way. Gonna call icing, I think. Yep. About 2 minutes to go in the game. On the ice comes Eloise, Elena, Everly, Gretchen, and Jaden. Guess it's got a slash there, and that's how Jaden lost her stick. They call it a slash. That should pretty much end the game here. About 40 seconds left here. I guess by the time they get this figured out, we got to be close to 0. And that'll end it. Another rough one. Next game is sometime around 8:30, 8:15 tomorrow. Hopefully it's not another one of these. We'll see. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back some other time.